Welcome to Chasing Spirits, where we explore the strange, the supernatural, and the unexplained. Today, we have a very special episode. I believe it is episode 20, if I'm not wrong. And
Mhm.
we have our first official guest on the podcast. Kait, say hello.
Hello, I'm very happy to be here.
Kait is Kate is our a paranormal expert, as some would say. She just loves paranormal stuff and loves the podcast and
Huge
has
fan,
some
huge fan.
interesting stories. So today we are going to be having another question episode. It is going to be, what is an exorcism? Ethan is also here.
Wow, thank you.
You haven't said anything.
Yeah, I didn't know where to interject with that one. But I'm here. And I'm ready. Let's talk
What's
about some
going on,
exorcism.
guys? Big episode here.
20. I know we made it. It's
That's
20
huge.
weeks now.
20 weeks. That is crazy.
That's crazy. It's like almost half a year.
I know, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Reed's counting down the
Awesome.
days for the Shadow People episode.
No, don't say it. You gotta stop saying it, dude.
Episode
This is
52. Be ready.
this is serious.
This is serious business. Stop.
It is. I know I did a Bloody Mary episode and I said it like 12 times every minute, but it's fine.
Yeah, someone should get a counter on that. How many
I
times you
know,
said
I
Bloody
said
Mary?
it a lot.
Did you see her?
Don't say that. No, I didn't.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
No, I didn't.
All right, fair enough. Looks like you're in the clear.
All right, so you guys know a lot more about this stuff than I do. So this is one that, like, I kind of knew what an exorcism was, but I've never really looked up like what the definition is. Like, I know it's like some sort of ritual to try to get rid of like bad spirits, right? But I didn't really know like where it originated from, any of that stuff. So what I found here is, an exorcism is when someone, usually a religious figure, performs a ritual to remove a harmful spirit or demon from a person, place, or thing. It's based on the belief that certain entities can take control of someone, and the exorcism aims to get rid of that influence through, oops, there's the watch, through prayers, rituals, or holy symbols. It's typically done with the goal of restoring peace and well being. I also have an exorcist, which is a person, usually religious figure like a priest, who is trained to perform exorcisms. Their job is to help rid people or places of evil spirits or demons through specific rituals, prayers, and spiritual practices. So, did you guys know that, and am I an idiot?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, most of it's based on a lot of movies, Reed. I feel like you just haven't seen them.
Yes, most of your guys' knowledge, yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like we just are more
Cultured?
cultured, yeah, in the sense of like horror movies
You're no
and
more paranormally
yeah,
cultured.
yeah.
I don't know. What did you know about exorcism? Like anything at all, Reed, or no? Because we've talked about it a few times, I think.
Yeah, we've talked about some. I mean, they've performed. We've talked about exorcisms being performed on. I think it was the Annie episode.
Oh yeah, Annabelle, right?
Yeah, the Annabelle episode. I think. Other than that, like, yeah, like I kind of knew it was some sort of like ritual. I just didn't really know what it, like, what the whole purpose of it was, and I didn't know it was fully like religious, to be honest with you. Like, it does make sense, but I didn't know it was fully like a religious thing, like a specific it's not just anyone can do it. You kind of have to be like a specific rank to be able to perform them. Which, at the same time, I don't know about that though, because weren't those what's the Annabelle people that I forget their names?
The Warrens.
No worries.
Yeah, don't they
Yeah,
perform exorcisms?
they do. I think a few of them. Yeah,
But
but I
they're
think they
not.
do. They usually have a priest with them. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. That
I
makes more
think.
sense.
Yeah, I don't know. The problem is with the whole religion thing is demons are based on like a religious outlook. It's like a lot of people are like, oh, demons. We think of like the church. We think of
Mhm.
the the opposite version of like the
Yeah,
good.
I
So
guess that makes sense.
that's why it's based just specifically on that. I feel like there probably is more exorcisms. It's just different people do them, and there's different like religions that have different names for it. If that makes sense.
Okay, no, that totally makes sense. So there's like other versions of exorcisms.
Right, yeah, it's not just like someone whips out holy water and starts throwing on like,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
gonna do that.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And
I know,
obviously,
like, the Catholicism side, like, there's, like the Vatican kinda, like, governs the whole, like, official, air quotes, practice of exorcism, which is it's pretty crazy. They have, like, a whole in-depth kinda process for that.
yeah, that is wild. I know there's a guy I'm going to talk about later that's one of the more famous exorcists,
Oh, cool.
and he actually started a group in 1990 which was aimed at supporting the work of exorcists worldwide, which is very interesting. So it's kind of like an exorcist group. I'm sure there's been plenty over the years though, of because someone had to train people, right? Um, but what I have for us today is I have two exorcism examples, and then I will talk about one of the more famous exorcists of our modern time. And then another thing we will do is Kate has some interesting facts that I would not let her tell me about some ghost hunting things and some demon stuff. So we're gonna take a look at that as well. So let me get into it. So do you guys know, have you heard of the exorcism of Roland Doe?
Roland Doe. I feel like I briefly
Yes,
have heard
you
about that one.
will. You will.
It's not American, right?
Um,
I feel
no,
like it's in Europe.
no, yes, it's not American.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have heard of this one before.
When you know what this inspired,
Mhm.
then you'll be like, okay, I know this story, and I don't even know because I don't watch any movies. So,
Wait,
so,
wait, so
No.
have you never
You
seen a
don't.
movie at all that talks about exorcisms?
uh, did Paranormal Activity? Did they have exorcism stuff? I remember like, didn't they have crosses and stuff in that?
Yeah, but
Crosses directly correlate to exorcism.
Well, no,
yeah.
no, no, like you know what I mean.
Well, no, not really, but yeah, I kinda get where you're going.
No, they
No,
definitely did.
they definitely did.
I've seen not a ton of horror movies. We've talked about it. So, no, I haven't really seen much on it, to be
I'm
honest
trying
with
to
you.
think of maybe if a movie you have seen though that might have
Yeah,
it.
that's tough. We gotta get you into some movies.
Would you consider, it's kind of stupid. You know in Phasmophobia when you go into the into the ghost and you throw down the crosses, is that an exorcism?
I
Cuz that's kind of
mean,
what I'm
Oh
picturing a little
my.
bit.
To be fair, it is one of the steps probably,
Right?
but it's not gonna actually fully get rid of said quote unquote demon.
No, you're right, and that's why the game is still played. It's not like it ends the game, so that makes more sense. But that, no, I don't know. I guess I need to watch clips on one. But like I kind of know what it is, right? It's like
you got
a
the right idea, like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the broad
So
gist of it.
this one I will ruin it at the beginning before tell you guys about it. This inspired uh the Exorcist to be written, the book, which
Oh,
was later turned into the movie that I'm sure you guys have seen that I have not.
It's an old one, right?
it is, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't remember when that came out.
70s, I
70s,
want to
80s?
say.
Yeah, that's an old one. You never seen that one? Read like clips of it or anything?
No, I don't think so.
Crazy, bro. It's crazy
I
that
don't
you've
know when
never
the
heard of
book
any of
came
this.
out.
Ugh, probably a long time ago.
Probably a long time ago. Okay. So, in the
1971
late 19
1971? Wow.
for
Oh
the
wow,
book.
okay. That makes sense. So wait, when was the book, when was the movie then?
73.
Oh, like
Yeah,
right
so
after
pretty
the
Pretty
pretty
book
close,
soon.
yeah.
came out.
That's
That's
pretty
actually
rare.
wild.
Yeah.
So, in the late 1940s, a series of exorcisms were performed on a young boy known by the pseudonym Roland Doe, which later inspired the novel The Exorcist, which is more well known by our generation as the movie. The boy, born in 1935 into a German family, reportedly experienced strange phenomena such as furniture moving on its own and objects flying after he was introduced to a Ouija board by his spiritualist aunt. His family turned to their pastor, who suggested seeing a Catholic priest after several unsettling events. The family sought help from the Catholic Church. The boy underwent multiple exorcisms, including one at Georgetown University Hospital, where he allegedly broke free of restraints and injured the priest. More exorcisms followed at St. Louis, where further incidents like speaking in a guttural voice and objects flying were reported. Despite these dramatic occurrences, many witnesses, including priests like Father Walter Halloran, expressed skepticism about the supernatural claims, suggesting that the boy may have been suffering from mental health issues rather than possession. So, what do you guys think about that?
All right, I want to ask you a question, Reed,
Mm-hmm.
because you have an interesting perspective on this. What are your initial thoughts on exorcisms? Like, what do you think about them? Do you think they're real? Do you think it's kind of like a little something extra? I want to get your opinion on it.
Dude, honestly, I guess I don't know about enough about it. We haven't even talked that much about demons and stuff. I
Mhm.
gotta say, my introduction to like possession was the Annabelle doll, which is crazy, but it
True.
was. So that felt real to me, to be honest with you. Like a
Okay.
lot of the stuff that surrounded it and like the negative energy, we kind of talked a lot about that on the episode, like the energy of the item being possessed. As far as a person being possessed, the fact that there's so much skepticism about this, and the skepticism comes with from a lot of people that were involved in it, makes me think that maybe it could have been like mental health stuff, cuz like there's no proof or no one else saw like the flying objects, right?
Mhm.
The only things that they have that happened was he talked in a different voice and he broke free of his restraints and attacked the person doing the exorcism, which obviously first instinct, right, is like, oh my god, it's the demon taking over. But if you think about it, it's kind of like, okay, this kid could just be traumatized by his parents going through all this crap and just like making stuff up, you know?
Okay. Why I wanted to ask you that question is because I feel like the perspective on it now, maybe not for everyone, but a lot of people feel like the church kind of says these things happened and like, oh, demons did this. We should, teach more people about how you should be against the demons. But it's kind of like all a thing for the church to look better. If that makes sense.
Like, okay.
So it makes them look better because they made up these stories that they saved, let's say, this child. I don't know what exactly happened to him. Did he? I don't remember if he dies. Does Roland Doe die?
Eventually. I
Okay,
don't think he
I thought
died
so.
from this though. I think he was just cleared of this. There were some exorcisms I read about. I only pulled two. There were some that they literally like refused to give these people food because they thought they were possessed by the devil and they just died, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
So that's like more of like a forced exorcism. This one sounds like more of like the parents are like, okay, like help our son, you know?
Right. Yeah. Find a solution.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. It's tough. That's what I think. Is a lot of people think it's like that. It's just like, hey, this could
Insane.
be some sort of scheme for these people. Because
mhm.
there's other exorcism stories where it makes like the person, like the actual priest, wrote it. Like he'll tell the story from his perspective, and
Oh.
that's where it's like kind of weird and kind of iffy.
Yeah, this one could be that too. I think this one might be that because they all go by like the pseudonym. So they have like the fake name. They
Right.
don't use their actual names. And then a lot of the info I found on some of this is like iffy. It's like they died at this time, or maybe it was this
Yeah,
year.
I
So they
agree.
don't even have that
Mm,
much on the person or like talk to the person about it. It was more like people talking about what happened. So it's very interesting. This Roland Doe one, there's a lot. We could do a full episode on this because there's a lot of info about the skeptics and all the stuff they pull on it, which is
right.
really cool. There's like a ton on it.
That is pretty cool. I have another stupid question for you.
What do you got?
Do you think this is a Hasbro Ouija board he used or what?
I mean, the
Good question, right?
spiritualist aunt has given him the Ouija board, and that also could be it could be placebo because he got the Ouija board and then started seeing things happening. You know,
Mm,
Saw a Ouija board at the thrift store the other day, and I just slowly backed away.
you didn't get
really?
it. Was it cool and old?
It was definitely
It wasn't
Hasbro.
super old, but yeah, it was Hasbro. But I mean, if it, I don't know, man. If that got like donated to a thrift store, I don't want whatever's attached to that.
Ooh, that's kind of fair.
Yeah, that is a risk at a thrift store, especially. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in a not a great area either. So I'm gonna leave that there for someone who
Yeah,
wants to have it
yeah.
back.
We'll pass on that one. It was only $1. It was tempting, but
No, dude, it was behind the counter.
Was it really?
why?
They had it in the case.
That's weird.
Ooh,
Yeah,
That's a
didn't get
weird
good
one.
vibes. Just left it.
that is weird.
What do you think of this one, Kate? So you said you haven't heard of this one before.
I mean, I've heard the name. I haven't kind of done a deep dive into it. I mean, it's got to be a pretty darn good story if it inspired the Exorcist, which is
Hmm.
huge.
I kind of want to read the book. I know it's older, but
I was just thinking about that. I think I might pick that
it
up.
seems kind of cool. There's another book. I'm gonna skip forward again, just because the guy I talk about later, he wrote a book that came out in 1999, and it's called "An Exorcist Tells His Story," and it's like his perspective of all this stuff. I kind of want to get it. It seems very interesting.
We do a little book club. Be fun.
That would be fun. We
Monthly
could
reads.
review it.
Wait, I feel like
Monthly reads with Reed.
we've talked about this before.
What we have?
Reed's TikTok. Reed reads.
Oh my! I'm not making a TikTok named Reed Reads. It's so
Just saying.
dumb. If I
That-
liked, I think we did this on the pod? Did we talk about this? No, I don't think so. I think you were just like, dude, I have the best idea for you.
I think I cut it. I think it wasn't an episode. I'm pretty sure we did talk about this.
Oh my god, dude.
It was. It wasn't an episode for sure.
You know what? While we're on the topic, why don't we just go? We'll just go over The Exorcist, the guy that
All
I
right.
brought to the table, and then we can end with
Whoa, a man Reed?
a man, many men.
Classic Reed.
So, the exorcist I have brought is one of the most famous exorcists in modern history, and he is named Father Gabriel Amorth. I believe that's how you pronounce it. He was said to be known for performing over 60,000 exorcisms. He was an Italian Catholic priest. He was born in 1925 in Italy. He became a member of the Society of St. Paul and was ordained as a priest. In 1986, he was appointed an exorcist in Rome under the guidance of Candido M. All right, hate these names. Candido Amentini, who was another exorcist at the time. And then his fame came from his extensive work in exorcism and demonology, during of which he claimed to have performed over 160,000 exorcisms by the time of his death in 2016. He's also founded the International Association of Exorcists, which we already talked about. I don't know why these numbers are so different, but he's known for doing 60,000, but he also says, I think it was like 2013 or something, a few years before he passed away. He says that he did 160,000 exorcisms. So I don't know why the number jumps that much.
Those numbers are crazy.
It's a
Either
lot of
way,
demons.
it's crazy. I mean, one of the reasons I think his numbers were higher is because he performed. If it depending on the demon and if it kept coming back, he would perform like sometimes 1,000 exorcisms for one person. You know, like you like it,
Oh, wow.
so, which kind of makes me believe it's not working. If it takes 1,000, you know, I feel like
True.
that's a sign. But he also said a lot of stuff that I read that like there was a what was it? I think it was a 9-year span, right? And he did like 10 or 20,000 exorcisms or something like that. Something stupid. Something crazy. And those numbers might be off. I don't know the exact number. It was some period of time that he did like a ton of exorcisms, and he said only one out of every 1,000 he did was an actual real, like, needed to be done, like someone actually possessed. So a lot of this stuff, whether that's true or not, a lot of these he even knew he was just doing it to be cautious, and it didn't sound like something legit. That's why he did so many, you know. And I feel like that's why there's only so many names of actual exorcisms and things, because these ones were the most like notable. Most of it is people just being worried.
Sounds a little torturous
Yeah,
because they
I
like
don't know.
strap him down and everything.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, especially if
It's a little,
you have to do
weird.
more than one on someone. It just feels crazy.
I wonder because there's a case too of someone that has like 1,000 demons inside them.
There
So I
is.
wonder if yeah, there is. I forget what it's. Who is it? I know there is the.
Sounds like an anime.
Honestly, it kind of
Thousand
does, right?
demons
Yeah,
inside.
1,000 demons inside. I forget who it is exactly, but I know there's a story. It's pretty famous too. But
Okay.
I wonder if that counts towards his like counter. If he's obviously he's not the one that did that one, but
Yeah.
Looks like he has a book of first-hand accounts as well. That would
really,
be an interesting read.
Who does?
This Father Amorth guy you were just
Oh
talking
yeah.
about.
No, he has two books he wrote and then a bunch of books about him, but his
Oh, okay,
first book
cool.
I believe was 1999. That was An Exorcist Tells His
Okay,
Story.
that's when you're talking about. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Yeah,
So that's the one that I kind of want to read. It seems very interesting. Yeah, I thought that one was that was a cool dude. I can't imagine how repetitive that must get. Like, I wonder if it's like the same ritual every time. Like, is he saying the same stuff in the same order? Or does he like mix stuff up? That's what I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they read the same thing. I think it's the same script.
Oh, I should have got it.
Yeah, well, I think it's in Italian. I think,
I mean,
or
someone
is it in
I
Latin?
think it's in like
It's a
Italian or Latin or
yeah,
well,
it's in
something
one of
like
the
someone
that.
languages.
can put it in English.
Fair, I suppose. I wonder how many of those cases were actual like demonic
Yeah, and I feel
possessions.
like most of
Like,
them
what's the
weren't. And
stat?
even he said that. So
Well, on
it's
Catholic.org, there's an exorcism prayer
oh yeah.
warning
Oh,
to be said by a priest only.
Okay, so we won't
Is
say
what
it.
it says. No, I'm not saying it.
I got this. Don't worry. Send it my
No,
way.
no, 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 no.
This one is in English,
Oh,
and it's so long. Oh my gosh.
How long?
Um, long.
20 pages.
Let's see. It's a printable PDF. Let me see how many pages it is.
It's
What
printable.
the-
Why is there a printable PDF of it?
I don't know. This is gonna put a virus on my computers. Wants me wants me to donate to children
All
now.
right, don't
Wow.
click any more buttons. Sues the podcast for getting her viruses.
Oh my god. Our first lawsuit, chasing lawsuits,
Oh my god,
Chasing
we gotta
lawsuits.
stop
chasing
chasing.
cases.
Oh man,
Here,
that
how about
sounds
this?
bad. We're
I'm
not
gonna
doing
copy and
that.
paste it onto a Google Doc and then see how many pages it is.
Oh, that sounded bad.
Oh my gosh. Okay, one,
Chasing
two,
cases.
three, four. 4.5 pages long.
Wow. It's a long read.
That is, and he did it at least 60,000 times. He claims 120.
Yeah, but I don't really believe him.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't. I think that's why people say 60,000. And like all the stuff I found on him is he's known for doing over 60,000.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I guess I don't know how much they documented. I mean, he's been doing it. He's born in 1925, so like he's been around a long time. It's crazy he was alive until like 10 years ago. That is
Yeah,
crazy.
what year did he die?
Wow.
2016, I believe.
That's an old
Let's see.
man.
Yeah,
Wow, he
2016.
was almost like 100. He
He
was
was
like 90
91.
something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Good on him.
Maybe the exorcisms helped. He retired in 2000. So maybe the exorcisms helped him for a while. I don't know.
I feel like that'd be scary. You just do a bunch of exorcisms and you'd have like demons on your back.
Well, no, I think it's not scary because you're like you've cleared them. Every time you do it on
Mm.
someone, you've cleared yourself if you had a demon.
Lead me right into this question, Reed. Where do you think they go?
Ooh.
What
Where do they
happens? Is
think they go,
vanish?
or do I think they're there? I want to know your guys' opinions. This is my show. This is my show today. My episode.
There you go.
This is
There you
my
go.
episode.
This is my show, Chasing Reed.
No,
Welcome back.
no, no. What do you guys think of this? I don't think you haven't said too much on it. What do you think? Do you think exorcisms are real, and do you think demons actually take over people's bodies?
Okay, you want to start
Hmm.
off?
Yeah, so I think it's important to differentiate in the beginning if it's some sort of mental health crisis
Mm-hmm.
or if there's, something, wrong with the person, because I do think a lot of the time there's, some mental health crises that can be seen as, hey, maybe this person's possessed. But then you have, I know, Ethan's familiar with the Ammon's haunting. Um, then there's stuff like that where you have witnesses that have seen, crazy demonic possession things. So it's I go back and forth a lot on, can people be
Mm-hmm.
possessed? Do I think exorcisms are real? I struggle because I'm not super religious.
Mhm.
Um, so it kind of comes down to that for me. I think it's something that I would physically need to see for myself to fully be able to embrace that.
Take the religion out of it. Do you think if say someone is possessed, do you think there's something that can be done to help them, or do you think they're gone?
That's a really good question because we haven't really seen any other
I know. That's
quote
the
unquote cure for an exorcism
I know
or
it's
a
only this
possession
the religious
besides an
stuff,
exorcism. Right.
right? Or
How
death.
would you even go about that without kind of a religious aspect?
I know, cause like Ethan was saying, the demons are kind of like a religious type. They've pulled from that in recent like I feel like they've pulled from that where like people think of them as a separate thing, but maybe it's not even a demon. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is like there's like schizophrenia is real
Mhm.
and
There's lots of things like
mental
multiple
health
personal, I
stuff
think
is real.
DID, which is dissociative identity disorder, which
Mhm.
is, more common
So
with multiple
especially
personality, but
these older times, maybe that's undiagnosed that. And maybe there's a chance that some of this stuff like exorcisms is placebo to these people, where it feels like they're being cured of something.
I think that's possible
I don't know.
too.
Ethan, what do you think? What do you think of all this?
Well, I have the answers for you guys.
Oh yeah?
Hear it.
We'll start with astral projection. This is how we save everyone that's
Oh
possessed.
my god.
We enter the shadow realm, we go into the further, and we take them all back.
Oh my god.
No, truly, I think exorcisms for me, I feel like they're a little over exaggerated. And I feel like a lot of them are like what you guys were saying, where it's like a lot of mental disorders that people probably had back in the day. And that
Mhm.
was their answer. So I feel like they're probably not actually that real. And my
Okay.
issue is if they are real, what happens to the demons? They just go away? Because a lot of stories that they come back
Really?
like
After
multiple times. Yeah, you
okay.
remember you even brought it up that they come back multiple times into the same person.
Yes. Yes,
So
yes,
it's
yes.
like, uh, I don't know if I believe that really. And if there's another answer, I just don't know what it would be. I just like, how do you solve the problem if someone's actually possessed? Plus, where does the person's spirit go?
Yeah.
Like, what
I
happens
think
to the
we all have
person?
that perception of, the priest throwing holy water and it kind of like burning the person and
Yeah, they scream. The demons.
yeah, I think that's just kind of hard I think for, to picture without being kind of a little silly about it cuz it just doesn't feel like super plausible.
Mhm.
No, I feel like even if I saw it, I wouldn't truly believe it. There's just no
Yeah,
way. Like, I would be flabbergasted.
exactly.
I wonder if there's been I need to look at this. Has there been like any modern possessions like in the past 2 years, 2 or 3 years? I need to look it up cuz like if at least in America, is there anyone that says I think my kid is possessed and brings them to a church? Like you know what I mean? Like that's such like an older thing to do, I feel like.
I mean, the only run I personally know of is the one I was talking about earlier was the Ammons haunting, which was I think early 2010s
Yeah,
area.
it was
But I don't
2011,
know
Yeah,
2012.
anything
that's
recent.
fair. That
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably still hauntings and stuff like that, but I think overall physical possessions, they might even just not be like printed in the newspaper or talked about because people just don't really believe it anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like the
Wait,
church has lost that.
uh in the Ammon's haunting, was there an exorcism done?
Yeah, it was done on I think the one of the girls, I
The one
think,
that
or
walked on the
was a
wall or
boy.
whatever, right? Didn't or
No, the one that walked on the wall was like the little boy.
okay, okay, okay.
I think
I
it
don't know why
was.
they didn't do one on him.
Yeah, I know, right? He probably should have been
You
baptized.
probably should check that one out.
Yeah, like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I think it was on the. I think it was on the daughter. It was someone that came and visited after they got
Okay.
possessed. They brought her to church. It was Zach Baggins actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was later on.
That makes
Well,
sense.
actually, I just did a quick little Google here. And apparently in 2021 in California, there was a 3-year-old girl that died after an alleged exorcism
Oh my
at a
god.
church. That's kind of the
That
most
looks pretty
recent thing
bad.
I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not good.
that's
Doesn't hold well for the exorcists in that one.
No, no, no.
No, their jobs went down the drain.
No,
Yeah.
it's kind of all the things popping up here are just not good news with good results. It's all bad.
I feel like you should probably see a doctor before an exorcist.
That's like I don't know if you've ever seen the show. I think it's called Evil. I think it's a paranormal show on TV right now.
Hmm.
I think there's a few seasons, but one of the seasons or one of the episodes they actually talk about actually it's like the whole show. What am I talking about? It's literally the whole show is based on the concept if it's like a mental disorder or if it's like an actual possession, and they have to go through and try to prove
Oh, it's like
all these
real.
different possessions.
Oh wow,
It's
that's
not real,
interesting.
like real life, but it's like a show based on
Oh,
that
okay,
concept.
okay, okay.
So like one of the girls is like a realist and the guy's like a priest, and they have to try to like figure out which one it is before they actually do an exorcism.
That's wild. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, she starts seeing demons and stuff. It's pretty good. Evil.
See,
Oh wow.
that's something I feel like I could believe that more. Like a lot of it isn't needed, doesn't need an exorcism, and a lot of it is just like mass hysteria because it's an option, right?
Classic.
Mm-hmm. Every episode, baby. Uh, um, no, that makes more sense to me. Do we want to hear our final exorcism that I brought?
What if I just said no?
We just
I
end the
thought about
episode.
that. And it's like, yeah,
We
no,
should
I'm
do
good.
that one day. We're running a little long. Would you like to hear one more encounter? Nah. This
Nah.
episode done.
We'll see you on the next
See
episode.
you on the next episode. All right. So, have you guys heard of Anna Eklund?
Anna Eklund. No,
All
I don't
right.
think so.
this is new.
So on upon my research, I guess this is also a pretty famous one. So, Anna Eklund was a pseudonym for an American woman who allegedly experienced possession over several decades. Her case is considered one of the most documented instances of possession in the 20th century. Emma, born in 1882, began exhibiting symptoms of possession during her adolescence, including revulsion to holy objects, disturbed thoughts, and a fear of entering churches. So, all things that could happen. Um, she also became involved in inappropriate behaviors which were attributed to her possession. It was believed that her possession stemmed from her aunt, who is said to be a witch, who allegedly placed curses on her. After an initial exorcism in 1912, her condition worsened, leading to a more extensive exorcism in 1928 conducted by Father Theophilus Reisinger. Theophilus. Yeah, I don't know how to say that.
The
How about just
Lophosis.
Theo?
Theophilus. uh, the exorcism took place over several months in Erling, Iowa. Emma reportedly experienced violent reactions during the ritual, such as levitation and speaking in unknown languages. The exorcism was physically and mentally draining, with Emma refusing food and exhibiting extraordinary strength. After months of intense rituals, the exorcism was considered successful when Emma, on December 23rd, 1928, reportedly spoke in her own voice, signaling the demon's departure. She lived a more stable life afterwards, and her case remained one of the most documented and controversial exorcism stories to this day. That's all I got. Pretty interesting one. The image I get in my head with the different language, like like speaking in a different voice in like unknown languages is scary. You know what I mean?
There's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of clips, especially like online. Even on YouTube, you can check out like audio of people speaking in different languages and like the different voices when they're actually possessed, which is cool.
Really, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it
Uh,
is really cool.
there was a movie made on this. I think it literally is called The Exorcism of Anna Eklund. And it came out in 2016, and it has 1 star.
Okay.
So I
Well,
don't think many people knew it. I don't know if it was an actual like big movie. I didn't really look too much in the movie, but I can only imagine it's like a lower budget made thing, like
like a Shutter movie.
yeah, something like
Mm.
that. But Kate, what do you think of this one?
That pretty crazy. I think, the whole starting with her just immediately being terrified of religious
Yeah,
objects
that is
is
weird.
interesting. Um And then, of course, her aunt being a whole witch and casting spells on
Yeah,
her.
that's a little
It's a
odd.
little crazy, but I don't
There
know.
was
I
some
think
stuff
it's
I didn't really want to include about her dad,
okay.
and
Oh,
that was
okay.
kind of like the inappropriate stuff. That feels like to me that could kind of mess you up a little bit, like mentally. Uh, so that was said to like blame some of the stuff that was going on as well. Um,
Trigger
so
warning.
yeah, so there's a lot of interesting stuff with this one. The fact that this was so long is crazy. Like, what was it, like 30 years or something?
That's insane.
And
That was the whole
especially
length? Wow.
imagine months of exorcisms. Imagine every day waking up, strapping into a chair, and having like that's gotta be insane. The fact that they say it worked, she either didn't want exorcisms anymore and mentally fixed herself, or or she had a demon in her that's gone now. I don't know which one's real.
I'm also trying to think, like, it would be so much work to consciously fake a voice for 30 years straight.
Yeah, I don't
That
know how
makes me
long
think
the
that,
voice was, but it definitely, either way, even for months.
yeah, that's kind of where it kind of points to me more of like a maybe mental health crisis
Yes, like
or
you said,
maybe
like
possible possession. Who
uh
knows?
the split personality thing. Could have been
Yeah,
stuck in
yeah.
this other personality. Like that's literally like a part of your brain like shutting off. So
No, I don't know
it's
if you've seen like videos of, people when they switch to, one of their other personalities, but it's insane. It's a completely different
yeah,
voice, person.
oh, it's crazy. It
Uh,
could have been something like that. What do you think of this one, either?
You know what I was thinking about? I feel like I've seen the videos where people like go under surgery and they come out and they can speak like a whole different language. I've seen a clip where a lady goes into surgery
What?
and can just speak fluent Spanish afterwards.
That
And I was
doesn't make
thinking
sense
like,
because she didn't know Spanish.
exactly.
What?
Yes, this is
that's insane.
I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure I've seen
Dude,
this before. I might have to find that
that
clip.
that proves the simulation. That doesn't prove anything but the simulation.
No, but I'm saying like when
Because
something
we all
traumatic
all
happens.
knowledge in the world is already in our brains. As we learn it, we unlock it. No, I'm serious. There's no other explanation to someone learning Spanish.
She just had her code rewritten for Spanish real
Yes,
quick.
exactly. some
Hold on, I'm
some
finding
random guy in Mexico just like just turns into her. Hello? Oh,
Oh
that'd be
god.
too funny.
Hold on, I got you.
All right, I'm curious about this. Maybe it's a demon. Who knows? Maybe it's a Spanish demon. Okay, it's an accent.
I don't know. This is
That
the
makes
one
more
I was talking
sense.
about. No, there's definitely
That
one where the
makes
lady
more
wakes up.
sense.
This is it. This is it. This is it. Oh, Facebook? You're kidding me. The ladies with the accents is, I guess, what I was referring to, but I have seen
Okay.
this clip. But clearly, this one's kind of unbelievable.
Simulation not proven.
But yes,
That is crazy.
big possibility. I'm just saying there could be a reason why she.
Right.
Maybe she heard it somewhere. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out there. I don't really believe it, but
What?
maybe. My theory that she
Oh,
smacked her head and just speaks different languages now.
oh yeah.
But I was just saying, you never know.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. No, I mean I think this one's interesting. I think both are pretty cool. Um,
They're both very different
mhm.
too.
That's why I like these ones. I didn't there's a bunch of other cool ones though. I'm sure you guys know. Well, what are the one, Ethan, there was one that you knew about that you wanted to talk about eventually. Remember the name.
Oh crap! I just looked it up. I think it's Annalise.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a
Annalise is what
really
we're
good
going to talk
one.
about.
I've listened to a podcast about that one. It's really interesting.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I
Proceeds to
listened to it in
crack knuckles.
I listened to it in the future. I traveled back, but it was on Chasing
Mm.
Spirits. It was
Oh
really
yeah,
Episode
that's a good
35.
episode. Yeah, 35 is a great one. Someone's gonna listen to this out of order and be like, "What the hell?"
What, episode 35? What? It's like Barney
um,
Hill.
yeah.
so I don't have any other questions on exorcisms. I've learned a great amount. Do you guys have anything else before we transition into some ghost hunting talk?
Um, did I get your answer? If you believe it or not,
Kind of, dude. mm,
I just want your like full on. What's your thoughts here? What's your score?
we doing score now? Let's do score now.
No. I'm just kidding. What's your actual thoughts though? Do you believe this? Because I mean, I feel like if you never really heard about it, you wouldn't really care, obviously. So it's one of those things you have to
It's just so tough because,
dive
like you said, it's like it's religious.
in. Mhm.
You have to like super believe that demons can possess a body, which is hard to believe when I've never seen it, and it doesn't happen much anymore.
True.
Besides some psycho people in California that think their 3-year-old is possessed. Um,
Poor child.
you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm gonna say for exorcisms, I do not believe that they do anything for these types of situations. I will not speak on if what I think about the situations because we're talking about exorcisms. But I'm gonna say most likely doesn't do anything. It's more of like a placebo type thing.
Fair. Okay, you feel the same?
Yeah, I think I'm on the same page. I don't think it hurts anything to do an exorcism. I think if anything, it probably makes the people involved feel better.
True.
But I don't
Yes.
think it actually does anything in the sense of healing or
Mm-hmm.
expelling a demon.
Would be pretty cool. Imagine if you did it and just like a black shadow just disappears off.
Oh my god.
Would be pretty cool.
Do one of these.
Yeah,
Re-
Danny
re-
Phantom comes out of the corner and sucks it up.
He's Danny Phantom.
Oh yeah, Danny Phantom. Oh my god. What a good show. That's a classic.
Underrated.
Mm.
um Ethan, how about you?
How about me? What?
What you asked. I mean, we did
Oh,
all
do I
kind of talk about it,
believe?
but yeah, do you believe?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Do you believe
Not
all
at
right,
all.
I'm going to break the rule cuz I didn't answer this. Do you believe someone can be possessed? I think I might have asked you that like 20 minutes ago.
Uh, I think we've, it's weirdly enough, I feel like we've talked about this question before.
Yeah.
I think we talked about in and Annabelle, I think. Or maybe we were talking about objects being possessed. I don't remember.
Yeah, we've definitely talked about it, but it's such a
Okay.
tough thing, right?
I feel like I have a better time believing that an object can be possessed than a person. I
Yeah,
don't know
cuz
why I feel
cuz then
that
it's down
way.
to an energy thing, like we kind of talked about.
Yeah.
Like where like negative energy can be a thing. Like there's probably stuff we can't see or understand that that affects that.
Let's go thrift shopping for paintings.
Oh
I've
god.
got a couple spots. Let's go.
Yeah, see?
Kate's at thrift shops like 8 times a week, so we're good.
There we go.
Yeah,
Look for some
yeah.
haunted pictures.
Yeah,
Go put them in
that'd be
Reed's
cool.
apartment. Oh,
No,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
no, we're not doing that.
I'm gonna get you a special mirror for your Bloody Mary exercises.
No, no,
For,
we're
for
good.
your birthday, Reed, I think I'm going to get you something haunted.
Do not,
I'm just not even going to tell you. I'm
do
just going to be like,
not.
here's
Actually,
a
you know
cool
what? I
gift.
have a Raggedy Ann doll in my closet. I'm gonna put it in your apartment.
No,
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
no, you're gonna
Mhm.
seance with a Raggedy Ann doll.
I'll get you a Ouija board.
No,
Hasbro.
dude, I don't believe in Ouija boards.
That's funny. That's actually a
Sure.
question I had for you later.
I think we talked
We
about it
did.
last
We
episode.
we literally did. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like if there was no human contact on it, I'd believe it because then something would be moving. But it's just like people move it all the time because I move it all
Reed's
the time.
dad.
Yeah, my dad broke me my Ouija board. So I would like lift my finger while he's moving it, would push in his direction. I'm like, Dad, you did that. That was
I'm
you.
trying to picture your dad doing a Ouija board right now.
That's a funny thought, huh?
He's like huge and jacked with this tiny little planchette and his like fingers just sliding it.
Blanche's just like bending under the force of his one finger.
Oh my god.
Reed, look, ghost.
Okay. Ghost said
I
funny.
I can bench more than this ghost Reed.
Hey, Ghost, can you bench more than me? No, I told you. That's definitely
Dumb.
what happened. No, that was before he was huge. That was when I was super little. But let's chat about some ghost hunting stuff. Kate said you got some
spooky
stories
stuff?
and some stuff. You want to go through kind of like some of the equipment? You were listing some of it to me, and I was like, wait for the podcast.
Wait,
Yeah,
Arcade
so
Phasma.
Yeah, I play real life Phasmo sometimes. It's pretty
Oh
fun.
yeah.
Um, but no, I little bit on the spectrum. I go through my little phases of being obsessed over stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So in high school, or yep, high school and then my freshman year of college, it was ghost hunting. Got all the equipment. I have, like EMF readers, spirit boxes. It's actually all next to me, like night vision cameras, whatever, XYZ, video or voice recorders, all that. And in my hometown, we have had most of it's torn down. An old state like mental hospital. Um, it was for it was actually for like alcoholics, what they called dipsomaniacs. But it was really just people with like mental issues, and then they had like a tuberculosis ward as well.
Okay.
Just kind of setting the scene for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's always just kind of been something that I've been interested in. I've always want to know what's inside this giant abandoned hospital, right?
Yep.
Um, so my first experience with this place, it's right next to where my brother used to play lacrosse. And me and a bunch of other kids, we were just like throwing rocks into the windows. Um, and it was me, probably 6 or 7 other kids. A rock comes flying back out of the window. And it's not like it bounced off of something. Like you hit it, you heard it hit, and then just saw a rock fly back out. And we all just ran.
That's crazy.
Granted, could be a million other things, right? Homeless person, which don't really have a big homeless population in my hometown, but it could be anything. But that was kind of like my first
That's
encounter with it.
wild.
I was probably 12, 13 at that time. So fast forward a couple years is kind of when I get into the ghost hunting stuff. I would go with Nick, who was my boyfriend at the
Mhm.
time, a couple other friends. Nick in particular would have a lot of experiences with paranormal. There'd be a lot of times where he'd be like, "What?" I'm like, "I didn't say anything." He's like, You're not talking to me?" I'm like, "No, I didn't say anything." And
Oh,
I'd have a recorder in my back pocket the whole time, would play it back, and then be little like disembodied voices in the background. He seemed to have like be really in tune with that kind of stuff. But there, every time I'd go in there, I'd bring fresh batteries for everything. Battery's dead every time. 5 minutes into everything.
really?
Wow.
I'm bringing like 10 AA batteries with me, and they're all dead by the time I'm leaving.
That's
Maybe an hour,
crazy.
2 hours. I have a video I'll show you guys later too of one I did a couple years ago where I'm like, oh, the batteries are gonna die again, and then the camera cuts off. It's kind of crazy.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and this
You buying cheap batteries? You
Yeah.
buying Chinese batteries? You're like,
no,
no,
I
they're
got
Duracell.
Duracell. They're
No, they're
Duracell.
Duracell. You know these things are good.
Best Buy
Built
batteries.
to last.
They're built to last, but it wouldn't be just one piece of equipment either, which is crazy. It'd be a bunch of different things. It's not just like
That's
one
so
camera would
weird.
die.
That's
That is
weird.
It
odd.
was very, very creepy. And just to give you kind of like a more setting, this is, an older mental hospital. It's all brick floors or, like concrete tile floors. It's very, very loud when you're in there. Everything's just kind of echoing.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta be, super quiet if you're in there. But, there was cold spots like crazy. We just hear like stomping noises from different floors. And like we would know who's in there. Like you could obviously tell when it's like human people walking.
Mm-hmm.
And it would just be like random, like bang, bang, and then just stop. And then bang, bang, and again. So that place was really kind of where I had a lot of my paranormal experiences. This is probably over like a 2 or 3 year span.
That's crazy.
Um, there'd be apparitions in windows. You'd like out of the corner, see something, look over, and then it kind of darts out of the way. Stuff like that. There was a really bad history at this particular place, so it doesn't surprise me that, there are spirits there.
Mhm.
There's a lot of bad treatment, but there's also a lot of cemeteries associated with that place. We would go to do some Ouija board sessions, which I do believe in a lot of paranormal things. Ouija boards, I just can't get behind it.
Yeah.
I love joking about those.
It's the Luigi board.
I saw this
True.
funny video on TikTok, and
Mhm.
it's this guy, and he like is in the woods by himself or whatever, and he has a Ouija board on the ground, and he says, "Are you a ghost or something?" And then it says no, and he goes, "Ah, you see, I'm inclined to not believe the board," or something like that. It's wicked funny because it like moves itself. He's not even touching it, so it's just wicked funny.
Jesus.
See that I'd believe. See, that's crazy. So you have actual ghost experiences. That is Ethan's dream. Ethan wants to be proven.
Oh,
He wants to be
I really
proven.
do. I really, really,
I mean,
really
there's a
do.
couple places still functioning that could probably take you
Mm.
within the
Chasing
state.
Spirits live. No, seriously, I've always wanted to do it. I mean, I've done it at home before when I was little.
Hmm.
Ghost Hunters is a huge show. I loved it.
I
Loved
love
Ghost
it. One of my
Hunters.
favorites.
So I was always like, oh, I could be just like Taps. Let me do this. So I would go around, record with my laptop, and walk around my house in the dark. Never heard anything, of
That's so
course. Why would
funny.
I? But yeah, I always just liked that. I thought it was cool. I mean, I never had an actual personal experience that I have like evidence of. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I've seen shadows
See,
before, but
Hmm.
nothing that
I've
I was like,
always,
okay.
in these places, I always have the feeling that somebody's watching me, but I don't ever feel like it's a dangerous person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's a malicious spirit or anything. I think it's just someone there that wants to be recognized,
Hmm.
just saying hi, following us around, kind of making their presence known. But yeah, some really, really crazy stuff.
See, that's cool. I always wondered though, like the spirits of these places that are still there, if it's the people that live there, I wonder if they're stuck in like almost like a time loop. And that's why they're
Mm.
kind of
I've
like
wondered the same thing as well.
doing the same thing all the time. And you see them like in the same rooms and stuff like that. I always wondered because I've never seen like, like they're like, oh, you could throw a ball at the kid and he'll throw it back.
Right.
I want to see that. That's the proof I want.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always wonder if it was a time loop scenario because it made the most sense, really. I think. I don't know.
Yeah. That or like we were talking about energy before. Maybe
Hmm.
there's some sort of spiritual energy that we can't see or understand yet that stays around something, right? Like something
True.
part of your soul or something.
Mm.
Especially for people that are tortured like that. Like this is way out
Yeah.
there, but imagine your spirit goes somewhere and they want to leave some part of it behind, and that's the energy that's left behind.
Wow, that's a good thought. I never thought about like that before.
That is interesting. I don't know. It'd be crazy, right? Bree,
Yeah.
what would your object be?
My object
Yeah.
that I possess when I'm dead,
Mm-hmm.
uh probably a cheeseburger or something.
Oh my god.
Nah, probably realistically. No, I'm not gonna say that.
I don't even want to know what was about to
What
No,
does
come
you
out.
that mean?
no, you don't know. Probably somewhere where I could
Like
somewhere where I could
Charizard card?
no, no, no. Somewhere where I could just like chill somewhere like
Yeah.
How did you have that at the ready? You
It's
both
at
have a
on my
Charizard
desk.
at
We
the ready? Mine is
Yeah.
literally behind me. I literally have one right behind me. We're such nerds.
Chasing Charizards.
Chasing
Yeah.
Charizard. Uh, no, realistically, I would probably pick like a tree.
What kind of tree?
Like at your parents' house tree or like a random
No, like
tree?
I'd possess a tree on a hill somewhere pretty and cool,
I
so I
hope
could
they
just
chop it
chill
down.
I
there as a demon. I just possess the tree and just hang out there, drop
All
apples on
right.
people's heads for fun.
My question was something more like what's an object that you really like connected to right now? Is kind of what I was getting at, not a
My
tree.
phone.
Well, okay, all right. I
Probably my
possess two.
phone. My phone or yeah, probably food. My big ones.
That was
My
really cool.
kitchen.
Thank you, Reed.
Got you. Okay, what about you?
All right, Kate. What object would you possess?
What object would I
It's kind of
possess?
a
I
hard
think it'd
question, actually.
have to be something weird. See, my mind went straight to food too.
Right?
That's but it makes no sense.
I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm
It's
talking
just
about.
eaten and gone right away.
Yeah, but it would be awesome, wouldn't it?
It'd just be like the
I
movie
think I
Sausage
would
Party.
possess.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is so kind of messed up. I think I'd possess a snowboard
Okay.
just to like
Oh,
fuck someone up.
Really into
Sorry, just gonna
feet.
mess
Yep.
someone up.
You're into
just
feet.
Yeah.
shred.
Got
No,
it.
I'm really into feet. No,
No, okay, that's
you're
cool.
gross. No, I just think it'd be fun to mess with someone.
What my object would be? That's a good question, honestly. Oh, it's so tough. I don't know. I don't know what's so significant to me right now. Maybe my keyboard
Would
and mouse.
you possess a person ever if you were able to?
Possess a person? No, I think it'd be funny to haunt people though.
Yeah, I
Like I would
agree.
haunt my family
You would
just to mess with them. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
haunt as in like footsteps in an attic and stuff. Nothing
Like
more than
no,
that.
I'd go to your apartment, Reed, go full shadow mode, and just whisper, and you'd be like,
No.
"Read her live." That'd be pretty creepy, right?
No, yeah.
Or just stand in the
Dude,
corner
you
and you
better
just be
not
like,
die.
"No."
If you die,
I
I'm
would
gonna be
like
so scared.
I would untuck the corner of your bed sheets or like take like one arm of your shirt off your hanger. Just like little things that would like
Oh,
really irritate you.
know what I
Oh,
would do, Reed?
that stuff
I'd
pisses
take
me
your
off.
blanket off your feet every single night,
No.
so your feet would get cold.
Every time I go up to a stoplight, turn it red. Every light ever, I'm like, wait a minute.
Skips yellow, go straight to red.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny. Oh god, that'd be so stupid.
Oh, here's a crazy one more like crazy experience
Yeah,
I
what do you
had
got?
before.
Ooh.
There's this okay, this is like could definitely just be someone messing with us, but there was this one particular like ancient wheelchair. It was like the oldest looking wheelchair, like I think it was made out of wood. And we would always just like it was so creepy looking. So we would just like throw it in the woods, come back a couple days later, it's right back where we left it. We threw it in a pond one time, a couple weeks later, right back where it was before.
Wow.
Where
And this
was
happened
where
like
was that?
3 or 4
The pond is
at
crazy.
at that same
Oh,
mental
at the
hospital.
mental.
Yeah, I mean it
Oh,
wasn't
that's
like
wild.
a deep pond, but like we threw it far enough out that someone would have to walk into there,
And go get it?
yank this thing. Yeah,
Was it
Wow.
like far enough as in like they'd have to find it too?
I mean you could probably see like the handle sticking out. It wasn't like completely submerged, but like
Where
who in
where
their
was
right
the
mind's
pond
gonna
in reference to where you guys had it though?
I mean it was like probably 100 yards down a railroad track.
That's
That
crazy.
is weird.
Yeah,
So
Huh.
someone would really have to be messing with you. That's a crazy one.
yeah. So I that's you could look at that a bunch of different ways, but
Yeah. No, but that's still an insane one.
my thing is like it's going back to the same spot it was before. Even if you find this wheelchair in a pond, how the heck do you know where it
Yes, that
was
is such a good
before?
point.
That's
Imagine
fun.
imagine going back, like, a little bit earlier, and you just see the wheelchair slowly backing up on the
Rolling.
tracks.
Oh my
Yeah, just slowly
God.
going back.
That's terrifying.
That'd be crazy.
That would be a cool
I
short
don't.
film, actually.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like you just
Just like
post up and you watch it and you see it slowly rolling like super slow back to the spot.
it's like a PSA, don't forget your elders. Just switches completely.
Oh my God.
No, that's how would you even explain that, though?
Besides someone moving it, there's no way. It's either someone moving it or it's something supernatural.
And this happened. It was like a
Something
lot of these experiences
unexplained.
were
No, I'm
when I
sorry.
was with.
Okay, sorry. You're good.
Boo, tomato, tomato. Was when I was with Nick. I don't know if it was like he had this weird special kind of connection with
Mm-hmm.
this spirit world, quote unquote. But it definitely seemed like they were more active when he was around.
Okay.
And he was super skeptical too, which was the weird thing. He wasn't, but he was like more like, all right, Kate's dragging me along, let's
Yeah.
go. And he was just like, just the times he was like, shh, be quiet. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
I'm nowhere near you.
that's
I'm not saying anything. Or like, he would hear footsteps behind him when it was like just all glass on the ground. I just like
Wow.
wish he was here to like be able to tell you these like firsthand experiences
Mhm.
because like I mean I was there too, but I wasn't hearing what he was hearing
yeah.
until we
Gotcha.
played it back on the recorder.
That's weird. That's weird that it
It,
was on the
it's
recorder.
cr-
That's crazy.
it's crazy. I know I have those recordings. I gotta pull them up and show you guys. It's insane.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, I can dig them
We
up.
should put one on
Actually,
the Instagram.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you got a week or more. No, that'd be really cool. Yeah, I don't know though. I feel like some people definitely have the aptitude to see more and hear more. I've heard that numerous times, so I could totally get behind that.
Yes.
But like, I would also be really scared if I was that person too.
I agree. Yeah, if I was hearing the stuff that he was hearing, I've seen some pretty creepy stuff, but it's more stuff I've seen rather than heard.
Mhm.
If I
Right.
just heard someone whispering like no in my ear, like bye. I'm
Yeah,
out.
I feel like sometimes from the people I've talked to with it, I know I've definitely talked to some people that get really freaked out by it that have that. but I feel like most of the time they've had it for so long, and I just feel like a lot of people with it don't really. They kind of get over it at a certain age. They're like, okay, like this happens, you know.
Yeah, that makes yeah. That's kind of similar to I don't know if you've looked into like people with like past life experiences, like the whole reincarnation thing.
Yes,
But it's like
I
same thing. Once the kids get to like a certain age, they kind of
Yep. I actually
grow
want to
out of
do an
that.
episode on that. There's
I think
one
That'd
yeah, we
be
talked about
really
that.
instance
cool.
we talked about a long time ago on the pod, I think. There's one instance of it that's really cool. Some of that past life stuff, like they were born with all the past lives memories. And they
Yeah,
like know like
love watching those videos
I
on
know.
YouTube. It's
It is
so
cool.
interesting.
That's insane.
Yeah, when did we talk about that? We definitely did.
Oh, it was probably like in the first 5 episodes, I think.
Yeah, it must have been. Yeah, because we brought that up. But
Yeah,
past lives are
I
cool.
do. Maybe I'll do that episode soon. It's that's a really cool one.
It'd be a cool like little deep dive
Mm-hmm.
episode.
True. Hop to it, Reed.
Got it.
No more men.
All right, we need more men. It's been a while.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while. We need more men episodes. I don't know what
Happy
to tell
Or
you.
Valentine's
even
Day.
any more
Oh
men.
god.
Actually, I have a few questions for you, Kate, because I'm curious.
Yeah, of course.
What's a location you'd never want to investigate?
Oh man. That's tough because there are a lot of crazy places I would love to see. I would say I'm a little skeptical about some like prisons just because I feel like those spirits in particular are like pretty malevolent.
That's fair.
True.
Um, I wouldn't be completely against it, but I'd be more hesitant than going into like a mental hospital, which some people might think is weird, but I think those spirits are more misunderstood
Yeah,
than
I get that.
malevolent.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess that's actually a good point. I feel like though, I've heard stories of asylums where the doctors are the ones that like pass away and are still there, and that's where I'd be like,
That would
maybe
be
not
that's
that.
scary, yeah.
Because they're
That would,
evil.
yeah, because they're obviously not good.
Yeah,
Maybe to
not
read.
the best.
Read, you have a
One
spot.
lobotomy.
Yeah, one lobotomy, please.
Prisons, prisons are a good one. I probably wouldn't want to
Alcatraz.
do that. I'm not a big fan of the woods, to be honest with you. Uh,
Ooh.
just because it's like there's way more things that can be out there, like unknowns. You know, I hate
Are you
like
talking
That's a
not
good point.
like
like
past
in an
paranormal, like ghosts?
huh?
Like past ghosts? Are you referring to? Or are you saying
No,
like
like anything, like cryptids, even just
okay, sure.
animals, like animals and things, people. I mean that I guess like in an insane asylum that could be kind of the same thing with like the people and stuff. But like
But at least you
then you
got
can
walls
kind of
around you. I
leave,
get that.
It's
right?
true.
And get out of there. Yeah, in the walls. Yeah, no, I don't know. Something about being like if I was ever like trapped alone in the woods, I don't know how I'd do. That'd be kind of rough. Especially in a rough area with like ghost sightings and things. No, thank you.
I'm sending you out to the Bridgewater Triangle all by yourself.
We're supposed to do that. Freetown Forest.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
Yeah.
maniac. He wants to do it.
We will do it.
Come on, go see
Yeah,
some
maybe.
puckwudgies.
Yeah, I love the forest in wintertime. Can you go there at night? Or, yeah, it's a day thing, right, Ethan?
Yeah.
We'll practice. We'll run a few games of the forest.
Oh yeah, that's
There
not
Get you
you
gonna help.
go.
prepped.
That's not
There
gonna
you
help.
go.
No, I think that'd be a good experience though. Like just even if you didn't like stay the night, just stay for a couple hours.
hmm
And
Yeah. What about you, Ethan?
he's
Mhm.
not into it.
Not a big ghost hunt guy, but
I know, love it.
There's cryptids too though.
That's true. There are cryptids, yeah.
I would go
You can see
cryptid
some
hunting.
beauties.
Yeah, there's cryptids in the Bridgewater Triangle, dude.
No, but like
What do you mean go cryptid
I
hunting?
would go to like Mothman or like Frogman or one of those areas and I would hunt a cryptid there.
Okay.
But I don't know if I would hunt a ghost here.
Okay, so you'd rather not go to the suicide forest. You'd rather go to
Yeah.
Ohio.
Yep.
The scariest place on earth.
True. For numerous reasons. Shout out Ohio. Um, okay, Reed. Interesting. Very
How
interesting
about
take
you,
on that one.
Ethan?
Where would I not go or where would I go?
Yes. Where would you not go?
Where would I not go? Good question. Oh, that's a really tough one. I feel like I wouldn't want to go somewhere where like there's a lot of murders.
Ooh,
I
that's a
know
good.
we talked about the axe murder case. What's the house called again? I don't remember the name.
Lizzie Borden?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Staying there?
yeah.
Maybe not my favorite, but I would do it. I would just love to experience it.
Mhm.
But I would
I think
try
it's
to
a
stay
bed
there
and
first.
breakfast. I'd go for the breakfast part, but probably not the
You
bed.
wouldn't sleep there? I don't
Yeah,
know if I could sleep.
I don't know, dude. There can't be good energy there.
No.
that's what it is. Yeah, it's a lot of, like, the evil energy behind it that I'd be like, maybe not, especially for a first time going, probably not there.
Yeah,
We did talk about that, though. We should
I know. Book it
just
for
at
a
least
night.
see it.
Like maybe even like a tour. I'm sure they do
They
Yeah, we should
do.
tours.
just
They
do a
do.
tour.
So close to us. Might as well.
I'm gonna be near there tomorrow,
Oh,
actually.
really?
Really? Stop
I'm
on
honored.
by, get some breakfast.
Get some intel for us. This is
Yeah,
Kate,
I
scope
the
it
got
out.
you.
Chasing Spirits in person hunter.
You know where I work in the Ocean State there, Rhode Island. I work very close
It's not
to
my favorite.
the Conjuring house,
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah, I cover that
Would you
territory.
stay in the Conjuring house?
I've seen so many
I
YouTube
would.
videos that like it doesn't really scare me. I think I would stay there. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
That's like not as scary to me as getting hacked up by an axe, so.
Yeah.
Hmm, that would be cool. Honestly, any ghost place. I'm not biased.
You have zero that you wouldn't go to? You
No,
go to anywhere?
I just want proof.
All right. Buy
It's the same
yourself
thing with aliens.
abandoned prison.
But what?
Buy
I could
yourself
just
abandoned prison. You going?
if I bought myself an abandoned
No, no,
prison.
no, 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 no. Buy
Is
By
that how
your
you do
yourself,
it?
lonesome.
like
By your
on your
lonesome.
own.
Oh, I thought you meant like physically buy it. I'm like, I guess
No,
I
no,
would
no,
have
no,
to
like
go
on your
there.
own, dude.
Oh, okay, all right. So you're saying go there myself. I'm staying overnight, I assume, right?
Yep,
So I'm doing like a Zach Baggins treatment.
yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You're
I
locked
don't
in.
think you'd do it.
Okay. Personally, if I did it right now, no. But if I was doing it for content, let's say for the pod, I was live streaming it. Yes.
And then your
Yes, I
camera
would.
dies.
Yeah, you can bring my camera.
Oh.
I'd bring numerous cameras and batteries.
I'll give you my
Okay.
Duracells.
Yeah, give me the Duracell batteries.
Oh my
I need
God.
them. No, I probably would. I mean, I feel like it would be better if I had more people, though.
Yeah, no, I get you. I know. I'm
Like,
just saying, there's not nowhere you wouldn't go. There's a
I
line.
don't know. I can't think of a line right now, like a definite line.
I know you haven't been proven it yet, so you kind of want to find that out. So I get that.
Hmm.
I'm okay living my life without seeing that stuff, but
Do you have a place that's like top of your list? I need to go here and experience
Oh,
something.
what's that asylum called in Kentucky? I forget the name. They do tours. Oh, what's the name? Someone fact check me. Kate, look it up.
Kentucky
Producer, quick.
Asylum. The Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
That
the one I
place
want to go
looks
to.
killer. Yeah, that place looks awesome.
Their tours are extremely expensive for their overnights. Very pricey.
okay.
But I would
Oh, so
love to go there. That's not super far, but I mean, it is kind of a drive.
Kentucky has a lot of asylums. Holy
Oh,
cow.
they do. They have a lot of crazy people out there.
Wow.
Love us some Kentucky.
Fried
Where would you go
chicken.
with me?
Uh,
Would you spend
I,
the night with me?
do I have to sleep there, or do you do a tour overnight?
I was referring back to the prison scenario if I was alone.
Oh, uh,
Would you go with me?
uh, you gave me money, yeah.
You're not my ride or die then. That's cool.
Yeah,
I see
no,
where we
dude,
stand.
it's kind of tough, dude. A prison?
I buy an abandoned prison and you won't stay there with me is
Oh, I'd
crazy.
buy it. If you bought it, I'd go. I know that sounds
What?
weird.
That is weird.
Wow,
Yeah,
they
but
do
like if you own
overnights
it,
at
it's
this place
different.
for $1,000.
Yeah, it's expensive, right? Yeah, it's super expensive.
You can get a 6-hour tour for 75 though, so that's not too bad.
The overnight would be so
The
cool.
overnight would be crazy. $1,000, dude.
Let's do it, Reed. Let's save up our big purse and we'll go.
Dude, but we have to go to Japan.
I know there's so many.
No,
There's
if you
so
go to
many
Japan, I
trips.
have to go.
There's so many trips.
What, Kate?
If you go to Japan, I have to
All
go.
right,
That's like
Chasing
that's
Japan.
my dream vacation.
It really works with everything.
It
It's
works
crazy.
with, dude. We've created something great here. Let's not waste it.
What would we call our fans though? We need a name for the fans.
Chasers.
Chasers. Jinx.
Holy crap! It still
Wait.
works with their
Oh my
alcoholic
god, it
theme.
does work with the alcohol theme. Chasers.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually really good.
This is like a side note, but I was actually thinking about that the other day. We have to bring it back. One episode a month. We just do like a basic recipe that's themed with the episode.
We'll do it.
I'm doing a thumbs up, but it's going invisible. But yes, that's what we need to do.
That's genius.
Yeah,
That's
we should.
genius.
Chasers is funny.
What's up, Chasers? Welcome back to Chasing Spirits. We're changing the intro.
What?
All
All right, I'm all about it.
right. Beautiful.
I want 10% credit from Chasers.
No, we thought of it at the same time.
Fine, 50 then.
50%.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
wow.
kidding.
Reed selling the company
No,
over here.
Reed, what the
You
hell?
guys had me on the pod today. It was awesome.
No, that was a lot of fun.
Super fun.
The podcast is fun to do. It really is. It's weird at first, though. I feel like it's awkward at first. Like the nerves.
I was a little nervous, but
Mhm.
Yeah, right?
kind of just settled right in. You know, once you actually have like, it's just a conversation at the end of the day.
Yeah,
so.
it's cool.
We got to keep the cams, to be honest with you.
Like for the actual episode, because our
No,
backgrounds are
no,
cutting us
like-
crazy.
No, like,
I'm sure I've picked my nose a couple
Yeah.
times. Please don't.
no. For
Just don't worry,
us,
Reed does it all
this
the time.
felt great. Like, we can see each other. It felt way better. Are we ready to wrap this up?
I don't think I have any other final questions. I think I'm all set.
Anything else you want to remark, Kate?
Yeah, shout out your
I
socials.
would.
Whatever.
Shut up.
Follow me on
My
Twitch.
TikTok's the only thing that I have kind of a following on. Kate Bisky.
Kate
But no,
Bisbee.
Thanks for
whatever.
coming on.
She's famous on
Yeah.
TikTok, apparently. Didn't even know.
Okay, Reed.
I'm kidding. I don't use
I'm
TikTok.
not famous. I got like 20,000 followers.
That's
Oh, that's pretty
pretty
famous.
good.
I'll plug
That's-
I'll plug the pod. Don't worry.
Plug it. Yeah, I know. You gotta post some clips. Better
I would
than...
love to rate exorcisms though.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
God,
we
I would
totally forgot
love to
Didn't
do a
rate.
rating.
Let's
All right,
do
let's
our
go over the
exorcism
spooky
rating.
scale. All right, let me pull it up really quick. All right, gang, the rating scale, the spooky scale, the good scale. Starting from 1 star, being not scary, 2 stars slightly unsettling, 3 stars somewhat creepy, 4 stars seriously spooky, and 5 stars being terrifying. Where are you guys putting the good old exorcism?
Our guest can go first.
What are we feeling, Kate?
It's not super scary.
Mm.
I think the idea of having an exorcism done on me is scary, but I don't think I'll ever be in that position. So I'm gonna give it a 3.4.
Okay.
In respect to Ethan, I'll give it a 3.5.
I was waiting for like a 3.4, 5 or something.
Yeah.
I was waiting.
3.47, we'll average it
Mhm.
out.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's super scary, but I think it has the potential to be a little creepy if it's, something that is real.
Fair. Reed, what are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. It kind of, I mean, an exorcism is getting rid of a spirit. So as far as the scariness of that, I'm thinking more about like being somewhere while it's being done and seeing someone tweaking a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Still gonna scare me. Even if I'm telling you, I'm serious. Like, I feel
Tweaking
like
off that good.
no. Like, imagine this. Imagine being there while someone's getting an exorcism done and they are switching voices and languages and like trying to break out of the chair and screaming. Like, that's still gonna scare me,
okay.
Like,
Putting it that way is definitely, I think, scarier than thinking about having one done on myself.
yes,
'cause-
which in that case, then you or someone thinks there is a demon possessing you, which is also scary to me. You know what I mean? So like,
right, but at the same time, you're still not. Now that I think about it, you're not all there. if you're
yes,
possessed.
I
So,
agree.
If I'm watching you get exercised, like, first off, I don't want to see you on the treadmill. Kidding.
Yeah, oh God.
Watching
Dad
you-
joke of the episode, sponsored by Manscaped.
Use code Chasers.
Use code Chasers. No,
No,
but
I think watching you get exercised would be terrifying. Actually,
that's what I'm saying. So I think I'm going in a Reed score. We're going a 3.85. But in an Ethan score, we gotta go. I think I'm pulling it back to 3.5. I can't go 4. I think 3.5 in an Ethan score. So that's mine.
I love that I have my own score system.
I know,
It's just the
because you
Ethan
hate
score.
that I use my actual score.
No, it is funny. Exorcisms overall, huh? All right, do I believe them? No. Do I think they're scary? This is a tough one. If I'm there watching Reed be possessed by a demon, which I think is funny, probably go with I don't know. I would probably range around the 3.5, 4 maybe. I
Hmm.
think it's pretty crazy. It'd be kind of traumatic
In
too,
the
I
right
feel.
situation, I feel like it'd be like traumatic. Yeah.
Right. But if I was to say overall exorcisms, like just in general, I'd probably go like 2.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking at first, but once I thought about kind of like seeing one, it is
Yeah.
pretty terrifying, especially because ghosts, out of the three things that we normally talk about, three categories, ghosts are like my most scary ones. So I think I'm with you on that one.
That's your most scary ones.
Yeah,
Which one would you like to meet though, out of the 3?
probably a cryptid. Like if
Based?
I could have one encounter, guaranteed
Mhm.
encounter, probably a cryptid.
All right,
Anyone
let's
in particular?
yeah, let's end on this question right here. Which one, Reed?
Which man?
I was thinking that.
What was the one? Was it the Fresno Nightcrawler? Is that the pants?
That's the walking pants. That's true.
I kind of want to see that. Imagine just like chilling and you just see the pants run by. I would love that.
Floating bell bottoms.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that one. That's a good pick.
I
Kate, what
feel
would
like
you
that would be
choose?
cool.
I think I have to say alien. I mean, there's no
That's
way
true.
that there's no other intelligent life form in this entire universe. There's just no way. I would love to talk to one and see what life is like on their side of the
Dude,
universe.
I'm changing my answer.
Oh,
Copycat.
now you're changing? Wow.
Cut
Copycat.
that
Here's
out. Cut that
aliens.
out.
She's
Cut
like,
that out. I think
editor, cut
uh
it.
I think aliens
Gotcha.
would be my
I'm really like intrigued by aliens. Honestly, I'd like to see the
Yeah.
crocodile
Oh, that's
hands that
such
you
a
talk
good
about.
answer, Kate. I'm kind of mad that answer's so good. It's so true. That's way more valuable than looking at pants walk by.
But that's such a Reed answer. It's
Yeah,
like,
it
That is
would
true.
be
Reed.
cool.
Also, we literally just talked about how if a UFO landed and the door opened, you'd go nowhere near it.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. I did
but
listen
but
to that today.
if I
That's what I'm
knew
saying.
if I knew of an intelligent alien that came up and said I'm safe, that's a different story than a door opening to a ship. You said you'd go in it. That's a maniac behavior.
Well, I'm taking the chance on meeting them.
Oh my
I want to
god.
see their technology, see
Yeah.
what they
Yeah,
got.
but
I
what
mean, as
if
long as
they
they leave
like
the
put
door
stuff
open
in
while
your
I'm
butt
in
and
there.
leave?
What?
That's what aliens do.
Valentine's Day, baby.
Oh god. Oh my god. Ethan, what about you?
All right. Something I would want to see. Aliens would be cool, of course. That's probably my number one. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I would go aliens. I want to see a gray.
Yeah, that would be
Gray
cool.
alien would be really cool. I don't know if it'd be friendly, but I'm willing to take the chance.
You are okay.
I'll roll the dice.
I think I'd also like to meet a Man in Black.
Oh,
That
that'd
would
be
be
cool. We
cool.
haven't talked
Yeah.
about the
Oh,
guys
we
yet.
did.
They're so
Did we?
Yeah,
interesting.
in the I think it was the
You touched on
Mothman
it a little bit.
episode
Yeah.
Oh, we did. Yeah, that is right.
because
Because I
they
brought up
were around there during that.
yeah, I brought up women in black too. We definitely
Yes,
talked about
we
that.
haven't had an episode on it. We can, but uh, we definitely talked a little bit about him.
This is true.
Well, what an episode, Kate. Thanks for coming on,
Thank you.
Thank you for having me, guys. It was a blast.
and Ethan, you want to take us out?
Thank you. Thank you for coming on.
My pleasure.
All right, Reed, do we have anything to shout out this week? Reed's live streaming this weekend. Everyone, check it out.
No, he's lying.
Reader
Hot tub stream.
live.
Hot tub stream.
All right, chasers,
Oh.
why don't you head on to our YouTubes, give us a sub, 5 stars on Spotify. We're trying to get out there more, and thanks for watching, guys.
And we'll see you on the next episode, Chasing the Spirits that haunt our world.